All right, here we go. Lower body mobility. You should already be warm from the workout, so we're just going to go right into it. We're going to start off with a standing forward fold. So feet wide apart. Bring them as wide apart as you can. They got to stay straight though. So I want you pushing your butt back. Keep your lower back straight. If you can bring your hands down to the ground, good. If you need a block underneath of you right here, that's fine too. Hold that. I'm going to show you a side view here. We don't want you arching your back here. I want you keeping it nice and straight. Let's hold that for about another 20 seconds. If you can inch your feet out a little farther, go ahead and do so. Keep that lower back straight. We're trying to hit the hammies. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, now we're going to go down to the right side. Stretch out this left hammy here by itself. Now, again, if you need a block or anything like that to support you, fine. Try to sit back on your heel, though, if you can. If you can't, go up on your toe. It doesn't matter. Feel that big stretch through here. Boy, this is a burner. I didn't warm up for this either. I'll just consider this my warm-up. Another 10 seconds here. Try to sink down deep into it. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going right back into the forward fold again. Same thing. Try to sink down a little deeper than you did the first time through. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Straighten out that back. Gracie, baby. What are you doing, baby? You want to come do some mobility with me? Sink down just a little bit deeper. Push that butt back. Straighten those legs. Flex those quads if you can. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and sink down into this other side here. Get a good stretch in that hammy. If you can sit down deep into it, more power to you. Oh, this is a nice one. See, I feel a little bit looser on this side, so pay attention to that too, because if you find that you have some imbalances, you might want to stay on one side a little bit longer so you can even it out. Let's go another 10 seconds here. Really sink deep down into it. This is opening those hips, hitting that hammy right there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice. All right. We're going to do a standing psoas stretch. So I want left foot forward. Now, on this one, I don't want you arching your back right here. What I want you to do, left foot's forward. I want you flexing your core, flexing your glutes, and pushing your hips forward. So you're feeling it right inside your psoas right here. So push that forward. Drive your back heel down in the ground. Keep that core tight, glute tight. Now, take that right arm and reach. Really reaching as far as you can. Feel that pull all the way down through. You'll feel it down through your hip flexor right here. That's what we're aiming for. Keep holding that. If you need to come out of it a little bit to breathe, you can. But go right back into it. Big stretch. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. From there, I'm just going to go into the triangle pose. You know that one? So bring that right foot way back here. You could be on the knife edge. Deep lunge into that left side. Left hand down on the ground. And let's open that side up. I'm not going to hold this one for too long. Really try to sink down into it. Let's go for another 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right. Let's go to the other side of that standing psoas stretch. So right foot forward. Again, core's tight. Glutes are tight. Driving that heel down in the ground. So flex all that, push that hip forward, and then take that left arm and reach all the way up. Feel that big stretch all the way through. Push that hip forward right there. You'll probably feel that in your hip flexor. Push it through. Oh yeah, see, this side's a little tighter for me, so I got to work on it a little extra. Let's hold that. Got another 10 seconds. If you need to come out of it to breathe, you can. Sink deep down into it. Flex the core, flex the glutes. Push. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Same thing. Going down into that triangle pose on this side. Knife edge. Really sink deep down into this. Right arm's down on the ground, reaching all the way back up. Open that chest up, sink deep down into that lunge. Not going to hold it for too much longer. Let's go 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right, so now let's go down into a deep lunge, just a standard deep lunge on the ground here. So what I want to do, left foot forward here. Now, if you can put both hands down on the ground, fine. If you can sink deeper down into it and get your forearms on the ground, great, do that. I can't do that, but let's go ahead and hold this. Knee on the ground is optional. Doesn't really make a difference, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and sit down deep into this. We're going to hold this for another 10 seconds here. Sink deeper and deeper if you can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now you're going to stay in this position right here. Keep that foot there. We're going to do a kneeling psoas stretch. So same exact thing. We want to hit those psoas a lot. Core is tight. Glutes are tight. Driving that hip forward right here. So turning that pelvis forward here. And then driving it forward. Now take that right arm. Reach all the way up. You'll feel that big stretch through that hip flexor. Just hold that. You can kind of come in and out of it if you'd like to. Pulse if you want. We're going to go 10 more seconds here. Let's go 10 more seconds. Big stretch. Really trying to reach all the way up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Right foot forward. Deep lunge. Both hands on the ground. Forearms on the ground if you can. Doesn't matter if you have your knee on the ground. I always do. I like it there so I can kind of rest. Hold that. Sink deeper down into it. If you can keep your lower back straight, your entire back straight, that's a little bit better for you, but it's not that easy. Let's go ahead and hold this for another 10 seconds. Really sink deeper down into it. Walk that foot forward if you can. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice. All right, same thing. Keep that foot forward. We're going to do that kneeling psoas stretch. So core is tight. Flex it. Glutes are tight. Flex that. Left arm goes up. Push that hip forward. Feel that stretch right here. You might feel it all the way through here as well. Now really reaching all the way up through. Good. You could pulse in and out of it if you like, or just hold it. I can't really breathe that well when I'm getting that deep stretch, so I kind of come in and out of it. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Really driving that hip forward. Now remember, you're not going to feel this that much if you're not keeping your core tight. We don't want any arch in your back. Glutes are tight, core is tight. Push it forward. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right, so now let's go down into that pigeon pose here. So you might have to start off, with your leg tucked really far in here, and that's okay. But what I want you to do is you're going to have your left leg forward. You can have your knee bent as much as you need, and then we're just going to roll over on it. Roll over right here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a different angle here. So if I'm right here, just rolling over here, and let's hold that. Try to keep your lower back straight if you can. And if you can sink back to where your knee is less bent, that's even better. Let's hold this though. This one really opens up that hip. You feel that stretch in the glute. Hold this for another 10 seconds. Sink deep down into it. If you can straighten out that back, it's even better. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing. So just gonna put that right leg forward, and I'm just gonna turn onto it. Let's go ahead and hold this for 30 seconds, guys. Yeah, see, I don't really feel it too much on this side. I feel it more on one side. So if you need to go back around, if you find that any of the things that we're doing, you're a lot tighter on one side than the other, go back to that and hold it for a little longer. Repeat that same thing again, only on that side too. that could be causing a lot of imbalances in the body. So this will help fix that. Let's go another 10 seconds. Really sink down into it. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right. So now we're going to do a frog pose. So knees are spread apart, feet are out. So we don't want your feet tucked in. We want your feet parallel to each other. And all we're going to be doing, I'll give you a little side angle here, right here. Want you sitting back into it. You don't have a lot of movement in this. I don't anyways. So sit back into it and then rocking forward. Sit deep back into it. Here's where that big stretch happens. Rocking forward. Let's go with this for another 10 seconds or so. I'm actually going to have you hold it at the end for a little additional time because the stretch in the back is pretty nice. This helps open up that internal and external rotation. All right, let's hold it on the back side here. So let's really sit deep down into it. It's like a really painful child's pose. Let's hold it. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice. All right, last thing. Super simple. Just going to hold that deep squat right here. Just going to hold this. This position right here is actually one of the reasons that Western culture has a lot of hip and lower back pain. Across the world, people still eat, use the bathroom, all sorts of things in this position. What it does is it helps to pull apart your SI joint and cause a little bit of separation. When we sit down all day at our desk, on the chair, whatever, we're compacting that SI joint. And there's a lot of nerves that go through there, and that'll cause a whole bunch of issues in the lower back and hips. Doing this for even just like a minute or two a day has a ton of benefits. So highly recommended. Let's hold this for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Hey, good job.